or working or you're always doing something. It is a full-time job, even if I'm not on set.
Exactly.
And then, but people, I don't know what people think. People
Well,
don't
it's
understand
kind of like
media
it's kind
jobs
of like
sometimes.
doctors. It's like when people or being a comedian. Like people always think that they can get up there and do it because it looks so easy or something like that. They never think the hard work and that it takes to actually to like you said, the auditions, the rejections, and until you and
Right.
things like that. They always people nowadays they just want to get to the finish line without doing any of the groundwork. I guess I don't
You're
know why.
so right. You're so right. And I think that that's the negative side of social media is that
Oh
instant
yeah,
gratification. This teenager has 5 gazillion million followers and is making who knows how much money on ads, and so everyone thinks they don't have to do the work or they can do it. And then maybe if they get into it, they see it's harder. But I mean, I'm not interested in that side of things, but it's like I do know that I've always been a hard worker, and I'm
yeah,
always going to keep putting in the work. And I've had people if just come to me like new actors like ask me for, hey, can I get with your agent? And I'm like, what? Like no, like oh my gosh, first thing you need to do, get yourself in class, like learn how to act.
right.
An agent comes way later, and I think people just and hopefully if they're willing to like learn and put in the work, but yeah, people want to just get to the finish line. And obviously there's no formula, especially in my industry. There's no formula that's like if you do this and this and this, you will equal success.
Right.
So I
That's
think it's
exactly what they
redefining what
want.
success means. Yeah, it's a constant redefinition of what success means because you're gonna get told no so many more times than you get told yes.
Exactly. Oh,
And
and you have to
right,
prepare yourself, have thick skin and prepare yourself for rejection. You're
absolutely.
100%. I get that question all the time. My friends are like, "Hey, how do I start a YouTube channel or a blog site like yours and get 1 million followers too?" And I'm like, "Dude, when you figure that out, you tell me. I haven't hit that yet either." I'm like, "What are you talking
Yeah,
about?" But you're right. Instant
right,
gratification is exactly they wanna know what. Just tell me what A and B is, so I can go to C right now and
right.
just get it and just have it all. And I'm like, well, when you figured it out, I guess you can tell me as well. It's so funny that you said it just like that because I didn't know. I'm pretty sure you get it all the time, like you just said. Can you introduce me to your agent? How many? Let me ask you this: how many times have you tried to explain to somebody the steps to getting in the business that you're in, and they kind of like checked out a little bit mentally while you were talking, and then the second you finished, they were like, "So you're not gonna introduce me to your agent?" Has
Well,
that happened yet?
yeah, it's like, well, I appreciate, right, I know what you mean, and they're like, wait, I gotta do, and I'm like, it's not even that, well, first off, like, I take my recommendations very
Right.
seriously. I'm not just, like, recommending any willy-nilly person that I've never seen their work, and so I usually kind of give them, like, oh, that's so kind of you that you did your research to at least, like, see who I was with or whatever, but, like I would recommend, especially if they're first starting out, like getting into class, training, getting a demo reel, like getting on sets if you can, even just even if it's your friends getting together and working and like act like doing it, you just do it for a little while, and
Exactly.
it's sort of a catch-22 with actors that I think is unique is that once you get to a level where you do have, the agents want you to have work or a demo reel, but sometimes you don't get work or a demo reel until you have an agent. So it's sort of like this whole idea of creating your own content. You really
Right.
have to be able to find people and find a camera and just put yourself on tape, even if it's not the best thing technically. At least an agent can see you on camera acting. So there's definitely some get up and go. There's some hustle a lot of hustle.
So what you're saying is you're not gonna introduce me to your agent?
Are you an actor too?
No, no. Oh no, oh my God. I just posted on Facebook my only claim to fame. This was like 20 years ago. I'm 40 now. I just turned 40, and when I was 21,
Congrats.
I
Yeah.
there was a film I heard through a friend with another friend who said that there was a film being made in my old neighborhood that I used to live in, and me and a friend of mine, we drove out there just to do what I guess what we all do. We try to
Check it out.
we check it out. We oh no, I not only that, I had a script in my hand. I thought I'm gonna give this script to somebody on the set, and I'm gonna become famous. This
Oh, I
and
love that.
and I like totally not knowing how it really works, and I gotta be. It was funny. Whoever I gave my script to, he humored me a little bit, but I didn't. I thought that, oh my God, I'm about to make it. And then years later, as I got further into film punditry and reviews, I learned that, oh, that guy just totally humored me. That was totally not the way to
Oh,
do it. But it was funny though. While I was there, the director happened to notice me and my friend and said, "Hey, we need extras for this one scene." And it was like a shooting scene where a guy was being shot by by I guess a rival gang or something like that, and they were wearing all black, and me and my friend just happened to be wearing black shirts and black pants. It was just a total coincidence. And when the director
wow.
looked at me, he was like, "Hey, we're doing this scene. I need a few extra hands. Do you mind just holding this prop?" And then when I say action, just pull the trigger. And I'm like, "Okay."
Oh my
I'm like, "Oh
God.
wow! I gave him my script, and I'm gonna be in his movie. This is it, Chris Fagan.
Oh,
This
what a
is your
great,
life."
yes. Yes.
And
That's awesome.
nothing ever came from it. I found the movie later, and I saw myself for probably a point, like a half of a second, but I was there.
Yeah.
It's me
There you are.
back when I had hair.
That's awesome. That's such a cool story.
It's
And that was a printed out script, I bet, 20 years ago,
Oh
right?
yeah, I handed him a piece of paper. I'm pretty sure it found its way into somebody. It wasn't the director I handed it to. I think it was another guy on set who worked for the director or casting or something like that, or the writer or something like
Yeah.
that. But I'm sure it was. I've only found out that legally you can't really, you can't do that. Like they get like, no, you have to go through an agency and you have to go through the channels. You know how many scripts people try to throw at producers and stuff all the time? It's just not how
Wow.
it's done. And when I learned that later, I was crushed. I'm like, so that guy didn't really take my script.
Oh, maybe he really did. We don't
Oh
know.
no,
That
it was
would be
horrible. Oh
cool to
no,
have that
that
script.
script was horrible. It was terrible. It was not.
But you know what? That was brave of you because that took a lot of courage.
Oh yeah, and I got in the movie. So, but for
Yeah?
point five, point what five, what half 50% of a second was at point five, or fifth of a second. I don't know how do you say it. Half of a second. I was there. I,
Oh my God,
I,
that's
th-
awesome.
I think I yelled "cut" when the props stopped working. I think I did that.
I
That
love it.
was
I
probably the
love
weird
it.
look
Oh
I
my
got.
God.
But
The
not to hold
director's
you.
like,
But I'm sorry, not to hold you keep for too long. I know you probably have to get back to it. But I had a